Hey, what's up guys? BP Gaming here, back with another episode of low level combat money making, and in episode 3 today we're doing 1000 moss giant kills, getting all the loot from that, adding it all up at the end and selling it off, seeing how much you can really make per kill at moss giants to show off good low level money making. So no long intros today. Let's first jump into a bit of info before we move on to gear setups and then the loot at the end. So let's get into some info. Moss Giants are level 42, hit points level 60, only a max hit of 6. So as long as you have decent armor on, you should be pretty fine to not take too much damage. Ton of locations. I'll highlight the two best ones in my opinion to use after the gear setups. Always drop big bones, which is nice. Here's some of the cheap stuff that I don't really think is worth picking up, other than maybe the steel arrows, and then like some low level herbs. But these higher level herbs worth getting. The runes I think are always worth picking up since they stack. A lot of these seeds are kind of junk. I would typically avoid them unless they're worth more than the cost of bones are, so that you don't waste any inventory spots picking up stuff that's worth like 20 coins or 1 coin or whatever. But the big drops we're mainly looking for from these are the Ranar seeds, as well as Snapdragon seeds and Torsal seeds if you get lucky. Those are the big drops that will really make you a lot of money here, as well as just picking up some coins or possibly steel bars. And down here, getting a mossy key will allow you to fight the moss giant boss, which can get you some good loot. I will have a guide after this episode here highlighting how to kill the moss giant boss if you guys get any mossy keys, as well as ensouled giant heads, which are worth a good amount, but overall should be pretty easy for lower levels, as well as really good money if you manage to get a good amount of these higher level seeds here. So let's go into a gear setup before we go on to location and then loot. Moving on to the gear setups here, we're going to be going with some full rune. That includes rune boots just for some extra defense, amulet of glory for the extra stats, cape if you want it, a little bit of fashion scape, and a ring of wealth to pick up all the coins. If you don't have 30 defense, feel free to wear, or 40 defense, feel free to wear Addy armor. That should be sufficient here. Also, if you have the level, go ahead and use a dragon longsword or a dragon scimitar if you have those quests done. And also I'm going with a super attack and a super strength. They are both really cheap, if you'll see here. So total 2k, or if you just want a regular attack and strength potion, those will work too, just to speed up kills, but it's totally optional. And then we got just full inventory of lobsters here for some food for pretty long trips. So after this gear setup, we'll go ahead and go into some locations where you can kill them at, and then we'll jump to the loot at the end. So one really good place to kill these moss giants that's near a bank is in the catacombs of Trcked on Zaya. So once you're in Zaya, however you want to get there, I just use the Zaya teleport with level 69 magic, but if you don't have that, there's other ways to get here pretty easily. And you're just going to want to go here in the center big castle thing. You'll see here, and just at the Karen Castle, pretty much right in the middle, and you're going to want to search or investigate the statue here. Once you're down here, just go east, and they are right here. And there's 4 here, and there's a few more down here. So this is a great place to kill them. It's usually pretty empty. And once you have a full inventory, I'll show you where the bank is real quick. Just going to want to come back up to where we came down, go up the rope, go west into the castle, climb up these northern stairs here, through this door, and here we are, bank right here. So that took like, I mean, it's like a minute there and back, so it's really fast. And if you're using any prayer, there's an altar right here. So this is one really good location to kill moss giants at. And another very good place to kill these that is fairly close to a bank if you have the fishing requirement to get into the fishing guild, level 68 fishing, is near the fishing gold. So just use, or a fishing guild. So just use a skills necklace to go to the fishing guild. God, I can't say that word. Run west a little bit. You'll see some goblins, and they're just to the west of these goblins. Here we are. There's 4 of them here. And if you have the fishing requirement to get into the guild, there's a bank right in here. And if not, then you can run south to this bank in East Ardoyne as well. So another good option, should not be crowded at all, and should make for fast kills, easy banking, and good money making overall. Alright, here are the junk drops that really are not worth picking up. They're just not really worth very much at all, and generally a good rule of thumb is to only pick up items that are worth more than the bones if you're keeping all the bones. So most of this stuff is just not worth picking up, just let it despawn or whatever. But let's throw this all into the price check, because this is really a lot of the kills here, and it's only 65k. So I mean, other than maybe the black square shields or the steel bars, maybe the steel arrows, none of this stuff is really worth picking up. Like you'll see, it's only worth like 18 coins or 50 coins each or something like that, 1 coin each. So stuff like this, it's better to just not pick up, so that you can either have longer trips or hold more bones in your inventory if you're trying to hold on to those. So we'll just sell all this off, see how much we get from this stuff, but really not worth getting. So that comes up to about 62k. Some of the stuff you really have to undercut because just no one wants it. It's just not worth picking up at all. But now let's move on to the good stuff. These include all the stackables like the runes, the coins, the seeds, as well as ensouled heads and gems. These are really the drops that are worth picking up, since they either stack or they're worth a decent amount, as well as the big drops, which are the whole reason why we came. So throwing this into the price checker, 939k, and that is from 23k from Law Runes, 17k Chaos, 34k from Nature Runes, 38k from the Ensouled Heads, and then you'll see the big drops. This is why we're here. 14 Ranar Seeds, 608k, as well as a Torsal Seed, 78k, Snapdragon Seeds, 52k, and then the rest of these seeds also can add up. So let's throw this all into the Grand Exchange and see how much we get from these big drops. And just as expected, we got 939k from that. So let's add this with the smaller drops we had, as well as potential cost of bones, and let's see our total amount of money we made on this 1000 moss giant kills trip. Here's just a few more pieces of loot, just the herbs, and one thing I forgot about in the lower level stuff is the steel kite shields, so we'll throw all that in. A little bit of extra money, 38k, mostly from the 2 Ranars here, so we'll just sell that off quick and add it into all of our final money. Alright, that's an extra 39k, so we'll add that all in. And in these 1000 kills, I also managed 1 giant champion scroll, which is a 1 in 5000 drop rate, so that was pretty sweet. 7 mossy keys, which are used to fight the moss giant boss, which I will be making a guide on after this video and uploading for all you guys out there who need a good guide on how to kill the moss giant boss for both free to play and members. 2 curved bones, which also are a rate of 1 in 5000 drop rate, so that was sweet, and 2 long bones, which are 1 in 400, and these bones just offer some construction experience. You can exchange them with an NPC after doing Death to the Dorgashun quest, so that was also pretty nice to see there. And I did not pick up the bones just to get faster trips and all that, just for the sake of getting all the loot. But if you do pick up the bones, which is recommended as a lower level near bank, each one is 281, so times 1,000, that's an extra 281k to add on to the total price check at the end to show you guys potential loot from 1,000 kills, including the bones. But like I said, it's better to just pick up the bones instead of the lower level stuff that's not worth very much, just to maximize your profit and not have to waste time going to the bank to deposit stuff that's only worth like 100 coins while you could have gotten a bone instead. So if you want to pick up bones, which is recommended for lower levels, that's an extra 281k there. So getting into the loot, if you pick up every single item except for the bones, you should come out with 1.04 mil, which comes out to 1040 GP per kill. I think the bones are really good profit, so this probably is not recommended, but let's compare the other two options we have and see what's best. So option 2 here is picking up the high level drops, the good stuff like the high seeds and the runes and gems and stuff like that, as well as all the bones. And doing this will get you 1.22 mil, which comes out to 1220 GP per kill. Now, I think this is definitely what everyone should be doing, killing these. It allows for the fastest banking without wasting any space on super cheap items that isn't worth selling, as well as collecting all the bones and good drops. So I think this is the way to go. And the last option here is to pick up every single thing and all the bones. And doing this, you'd get 1,260,000 GP, which is good for 1,260 coins per kill on average. But keep in mind, if you do this, you're going to be banking a lot more often since you're going to have every little drop in your inventory. So overall, you're going to get less profit per hour. So I recommend doing the middle option here, which was collecting all the bones as well as the high level seeds, gems, and runes, and ignore all the armor and the super cheap seeds and low herbs and stuff like that. So all in all, what I did here was I just got all of the loot just to show you guys all the stuff you can get, but did not include the bones since it was easy to add in. So I ended with the 1,040,000 coins. So as the people requested in my last video in the comments, instead of giving away all the cash to just random free-to-play people, they thought I should give back to you guys, the subscribers, which I think is a great idea. So I'm going to pick 3 people who are subscribed to the channel, as well as comment what your favorite part of the video was, as well as your RSN, so I can find you online, just your username. And I will be picking 3 people to split all this money with to give away in the next video. So for your chance to win, make sure you're subscribed and go ahead and comment your RuneScape name in the comments, and I will select 3 winners before next video. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. We're really close to our 100 subscriber goal, which means the bond giveaway is very near, so I appreciate all your guys' support. Thank you very much for everything. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave it a like and subscribe if you are not already, but I will see you guys shortly for episode 4 of my low-level combat money-making series, as well as the loot giveaway from this video, so just over 1 mil. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys soon, and peace out, guys.